Conspiracy. This word still echoes in my mind, because my own sister and my husband had prepared everything to turn the most special day of my life into the day of my destruction. They were both standing in front of me, smiling and pretending to be a part of my happiness, but I had no idea that the two people closest to me were playing a game against me that would break me from the inside. Can you imagine? On the same day I was celebrating a beautiful new chapter of my life, the people I trusted were planning to take my happiness away from me. That day was supposed to be one of the happiest days of my life. My house was glowing with beautiful lights, fresh flowers decorated the tables, the kitchen was filled with the smell of my favorite food, and my friends were laughing and enjoying every moment. It was the kind of day I had always dreamed about, a day where the people I loved would gather around me and truly celebrate my happiness. My sister Emily came to me several times, holding my hand and saying, "You know how happy I am for you, right? You really deserve all of this." I smiled at her because she was my sister, the same girl who had shared my childhood memories, my first happiness, my first heartbreak, and every difficult moment with me. She was the person I believed would always stand beside me. And my husband David? He was standing there too, smiling, acting like the loving husband I always thought he was. At least, that was what I believed. But something felt different. Have you ever had that strange feeling that something is wrong, but you cannot explain why? You have no proof, no evidence, but there is a small voice inside you telling you, something is not right. That was exactly how I felt. A few weeks before that day, I accidentally heard something that changed everything. I was in the kitchen, and David and Emily thought I was somewhere else. Their voices reached me clearly. "She will never find out," Emily said. And David replied, "After that day, everything will become easier." My heart stopped for a moment. What day were they talking about? My day. The day that was supposed to be special. I quietly walked away, but at that moment, I made a decision. I would not react without knowing the truth. I needed to understand what they were planning. Believe me, it was not easy. When the person you are building your life with suddenly becomes someone you cannot trust, it changes something inside you. You start questioning every memory, every conversation, every smile. I did not tell my best friend Sarah either. I kept everything hidden and wrote my thoughts in my journal instead. Sarah was the friend I went to book club with every month. A small group of us would sit in a cozy cafe, pretending to discuss books, but most of the time we ended up talking about life, relationships, struggles, and dreams. Those evenings were my therapy. Our girls' nights out, my Starbucks coffee runs, Sunday brunch traditions, and even my quiet walks after stressful days, those little things were what kept me feeling like myself. But during that time, I was carrying a secret. I knew something was happening. And I knew the people closest to me were hiding something. I just did not know how far they were willing to go. I watched carefully. I noticed small details. The way Emily and David exchanged looks when they thought I was not paying attention. The sudden private conversations. The way they became nervous whenever I entered the room. I could have confronted them immediately. I could have asked, "Why are you doing this?" But something stopped me. A part of me wanted the truth to reveal itself. And then the day finally arrived. The day they had been waiting for. The celebration began. Everyone was smiling, talking, and enjoying themselves. Emily was telling people how proud she was of me. David was playing the role of the perfect husband. But then one moment changed everything. I saw David step away from everyone. He was on the phone, speaking quietly. "Yes, everything is going according to plan," he said. My entire body froze. Plan? What plan? I slowly moved closer, trying to hear more. Then I heard him say, "After today, she won't be able to do anything." Those words stayed in my mind. Can you imagine hearing that from the person you trusted the most? The person you thought would protect you was actually using your love and trust against you. That was the moment I understood everything. This was not just a misunderstanding. It was not just a simple lie. It was a plan. A plan created by my own husband and my own sister. They thought I was unaware. They thought I was too emotional, too trusting, and too afraid to fight back. But they made one mistake. They underestimated me. I had already discovered their secret. And while they were busy planning my downfall, I was quietly preparing my own decision. I was not going to create a scene. I was not going to scream in front of everyone. I was not going to give them the satisfaction of seeing me break. My revenge was going to be different. I would face them. I would look them in the eyes and tell them every truth they tried to hide. Every lie. Every betrayal. Every moment they made me feel small. Because sometimes the strongest response is not anger. Sometimes the strongest response is standing calmly in front of the people who hurt you and showing them that they no longer have power over you. And that was exactly what I planned to do. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this story. If you enjoyed this emotional journey and the message behind it, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful and unforgettable stories. Your support means a lot and helps us bring more inspiring stories to you. Thank you for being here.